Hey, do you like Gundam? Do you like watching us watch Gundam? You can go ahead and get double episodes of Gundam over on the Patreon if we get up to 30 Patreons. Go ahead and join and do your part, and you'll go ahead and get double the Gundam. Hey everybody, welcome back to our Stone Face Reactions. So, what happened last time was Amuro sulked in bed until he got punched into going to do his job of getting in the Gundam. Meanwhile, Char decides to sabotage Garma and try to make Garma die in mid-combat, but doesn't succeed because Garma is lucky as hell until this time where Garma's fate is sealed, where he is not going to be able to escape, where something bad is going to happen to him. It's the episode where Garma dies. Garma dies this episode. That is my summary of last time leading into now. What do you think, Theta?
It was alright. I mean, there was some logical inconsistencies there and some factual inaccuracies, but I suppose we can just let that go.
So we just kind of came off of watching that. We are excited to see Garma die, because this is obviously the episode he dies, right? Got anything thoughts about that, Theta? Certainly not been spoiled to something in the future where he obviously is alive.
I told you I don't share my spoilers.
It's trying to make me into the bad guy, huh? I see how it is. I see how it is.
Well, no, I mean, the gaslighting technique here has to be not to say anything one way or the other, because you think you know what I know, and I know what I know, but I also know that you don't actually know what I know. So if I don't share what I know, then you won't know, you know?
But I know you know that I don't know that you know, so therefore I know that I can go ahead and say, do you think Matilda is going to be flying side by side with them at all to get them back into the Federation airspace?
Why would you think that?
Uh, because she came all the way out there just to pick up like 35 refugees and then leave seems like a waste when you could get everything back safely.
The only way that works is if you have a hangar on a ship larger than White Base. And
They
you
could have
saw that
brought
they were
some
literally
horses.
loading them all onto the ship that they'd already landed to get rid of the other refugees.
Yeah, they like dropped off some of them. They said they had 35 more of them, is all I remember.
No, I'm saying we saw them getting loaded up into the dropship that they had tricked the Gundam into. Because you can see it obviously had the blowout mark on it.
Yeah, yeah. What about them, though? What? Sorry, I'm trying to follow the train of thought. What's the point being made?
Oh, that you said something wrong, and that was my correction. I wasn't making a point, I was correcting you.
They dropped off some of them there, but they still said they took on 35 refugees from White Base.
Yeah. And I said that they put them onto that other little shuttlecraft, and they flew that away.
Was Matilda only flying a shuttlecraft? It looked like a larger aircraft like Garma's.
That's what she came in on. And also not like Garma's. I think the GAW is bigger.
I think you're probably right. I don't think we got like a good zoom out of it, quite honestly. But it's like
we saw it pass by in front of Garma's fighter craft.
But I guess
you can see relationally how the fighter craft wasn't like maybe I don't know a fifth the size of her ship, and relationally the fighter craft is so much smaller than the GAW.
Yeah. I guess my point though still is the Federation is so low on forces they couldn't spare anything, but they could spare this one plane to fly out there to do a pickup. That's pretty abysmal in terms of resources, I think.
I mean, I already brought this up maybe 3 Theta Thoughts ago.
Yeah.
Probably 2 Theta Thoughts ago, considering we're doing these in pairs. The fact that Zeon isn't afraid of getting into a fight in Earth orbit. Indicating that the Federation doesn't have a lot of ships in Earth orbit. Which means that they don't have air control.
Right, in which case I guess it entirely is either White Base gets back in one piece and the Federation wins thereby, or it just explodes because there's no support they could possibly give it. That's pretty dire.
I mean, White Base getting to Venezuela doesn't mean the Federation wins.
Hmm.
It's still one weapon against basically the entire Earth orbit.
When I say wins, I mean they win the battle. The specific events happening here is what I mean. But I guess in that case, I guess we could go ahead and see how that pans out. If you got anything else you want to add.
No, that's what I do next episode. Be funny
All
if
right
that's a
then.
thing that we start doing from now on. I do Theta's thoughts one episode, we do Griffin's thoughts the next episode.
There we go. Yeah, Griffin's impromptu thoughts. But if you want to go ahead and see more stuff like this, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to see more episodes like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, you can go ahead and follow us over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's also for the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, join the Discord. Use that sticker we've got of bright punching Kai, possibly bright punching Amuro in the future. By the way, something I had to start doing when I'm doing those little solo recordings is counting out. Because I realized that editing
Oh,
it
yeah.
was getting a bit a pain in the ass to figure out when I had hit play.
Gotta give yourself a signal. It's why people like do the takes and cut signals.
Yeah, just I said, let's get into it, and then a random 5 seconds to 30 seconds later, I hit play. It's like, oh, come on.
Just making more work for yourself right there.
Well, it's harder to find a 5 to 10 second window when you're zoomed in to like, quarters or tenths of a second.
Experiencing everything in slow time, including people's pauses mid-sentence.
It's my favorite song about the Flash.
Oh, they have a whole song about him.
Yeah, it's like a fan-made song. I can't remember the name. It's like seems slow to me. That a conversation with somebody is an eternity for the Flash. That he'll save you in the like the beat of a butterfly's wings or something like that, and already be moving on to the next person who needs his help.
Oddly enough, I think Invincible's Red Rush, despite the fact he gets like one episode, demonstrates that like aspect like pretty perfectly.
Well, except that the Flash is faster than Red Rush, even though one's a rip-off of the other.
Well, it's all about the vibe, is what I'm saying. It's like Red Rush is like the character who like is too bored with your conversation. He goes and saves 3 people, comes back and continues the conversation.
See, it's also they're entirely different people.
Yeah.
The song is about the Flash lamenting the fact that he can't live in your world because everything is so slow to him. Whereas you're like Red Rush is just an asshole.
Well, we get one episode, so we don't get to go too deep into it.
That's why I said why the story of the Flash song is so much better because he's a storied character, and it works for every version. Well, it at least works for Wally West and Barry
because
Allen.
he's a DC hero, he's usually perfectly heroic too. So. So here it is. Garma dies. Oh, cool. They found a nice house out there in the ruins.
And we saw that before, remember? Xeon in picture. Not Xeon. Sorry.
Darby?
No, who the fuck is Darby? I can't wait for Darby Zama to show up. The Irish zombie. The Irish zombie. God damn it.
No, their one Irish cousin sounds great now, actually.
No, I mean, Degwin.
Degwin, yeah, there it is.
I'm gonna start, every time you fuck up someone's name, I'm gonna put them on the board. Just a random spot. Darby Ozabi.
それだ。木馬討伐隊を組むには戦線が拡大しきって。ガルマ、あの紳士は誰だい？いやいや、やりようはいくらでもあるのでは。 前の市長のエッシェンバッハだ。彼はジオンを
Former mayor of where?
市民の保護のためにここに留まった。頑固そうな親
Also, I'm surprised you haven't killed him.
Yeah, he hates us, but he's here at our party.
おお、ちょっと失礼する。
I need a love interest just before I die. Someone has to cry about me. Well,
It
this whole,
sure isn't gonna be Char.
this whole fucking family would.
ガルマらしいよ、お坊ちゃん。
Can love blossom even on the battlefield, Char?
ジオン軍の総帥たるザビ家の息子に娘はやれぬとおっしゃられた。
はい。
君の父上ならそう言うだろう。
私にはジオン軍も連邦軍も関係ありません。ガルマ様はガルマ様。お慕い申しております。
イセリナ。
たとえ父を裏切ろうと、私はあなたのおそばにおります。
私も父とジオンを裏切るわけにはいきませんが。大丈夫。今連邦軍の
That's right, I'm not willing to do what you're willing to do.
それに成功すれば、父とて私の無理を聞き入れてくれます。
ガルマ様。
それで聞き届けてもらえねば、私もジオンを捨てよう。
Yeah, he is ready. He just one more mission. That's his argument.
Oh, yeah, one last chance. You can't correct me after the fact, Griff, with new information is presented.
What I really love is that Char has nothing better to do but then spy on Garma.
何？ここの最後の防衛線を突破されれば、連邦軍の制空圏内に入られてしまいますが。予定通りだよ。あそこに防衛ラインもある。私も機動一個中隊で現地へ向かう。シャア少佐にも伝えろ。出動だ。はっ。
Char walks in, already heard.
連邦軍の新兵器を奪い取ったら国に送り届ける。その時にはあなたもご一緒に。
There's emotion here. At the same time, it's hard to get past the goofy-ass animation on the faces. Well, dude shows up at the door to give Garma a message, and he's like fucking Igor, like, ah. It's like, what the fuck is going on with you, man?
I think, like, putting that out of my own mind, everything else about that scene was, like, sweet and, like, good little drama. I liked it. Garma actually being human and all that, you know?
He was always human.
I know. That's why I like him. No, my car. I didn't get that extended
Both are gonna
warranty.
make the same fucking joke.
ジオン軍は私たちをこの町から出さないつもりね。
しかしこのままでは。
ブライトさん、僕が先頭に立っておとりになりましょうか。
Oh, what's that? You're getting to the mobile suit, are you?
A little too late, Armor.
No, it's just like he's volunteering now. Well, last time I had to beat your ass to get into it.
だったらなおさらじゃないですか。陽動作戦です。その間にホワイトベースは海に出てください。
いや、陽動作戦に出るのも突破口を開くのも。
Oh no, our eyes adjusted to the darkness.
Oh, I like the football stadium. The future but still destroyed football stadium.
It's more circular than a normal stadium.
Or auditorium, anyway. Baseball stadium.
Baseball.
Of course. Japan loves its baseball.
敵から発見されるのを極力避けるため、ホワイトベースの動きをすべて停止する。その間に
But did you have to turn off all the lights on the bridge?
反対します。それでは。
Yeah.
アムロはガンダム、カイはガンキャノン。
Because they'd be casting a light on everything around them.
まだ我々は民間人を抱えていることを忘れるな。
What?
だって民間人です。
Why didn't they take the civilians with them? I thought they did.
I thought that was the point, yeah.
Did we get it backwards? Did they give them 35 more civilians?
That would be hilarious.
Did they pick up all the old people and bring them back to White Base?
I'm gonna need a Theta Thought segment of exactly what happened.
Yeah, you know I'm going back over everything. I feel like we could have had better controls than a old-timey wheel.
Yeah, did you need the wooden wheel for your future
To
spaceship?
be fair, she did pilot a vessel in Origin that has the same thing. And I think we commented the same way about it back then, too.
She's also apparently doing really well with it. Why did you leave with the other people before?
ここまで来たんです。落ち着いて。
Guys, I think we should all head to the bridge.
抜けば絶対に助かります。
It's time for a sit-in. Work for the last guys.
あ、ダメですよ、ライトなんかつけるから。ほらほら。
Honestly.
何をしているの？ほら、ちょっと貸してごらんなさい。はい、もう泣かなくていいわよね。はい。坊や。すいません。ちょっと目を離した隙にはぐれちゃって。
All those kids are kidnapping babies now.
パトロールルッグン、木馬が見つからんだと？まだ町から出てはおらん。よく探せ。
穴に逃げ込んだネズミをいぶり出すのは絨毯爆撃に限るな。
よし、前期ローラーシフト。
Damn, Jar.
I'm the best exterminator in all the colonies.
There certainly won't be any rats left in the building once that garbage on it. Oh man, he's a treasure.
Same way I did with Womp Rats back in my T-47 back home.
Damn, I wish all the future Char clones win as hard.
I just saw the top of the dome take a bomb and not be damaged, which makes you have to wonder what did the other side of the dome that didn't break have to take?
Yeah, what happened to it? Sayla just completely unfazed by all this.
What's your plan?
Fly out there directly into a war zone to go to Garma.
ジオンの頭目の息子が嫁に欲しいだと？
Yeah, you heard it from her. We had a conversation about how she talked to you already.
Damn.
いいか。ジェット機のキーはイセリナに渡すんじゃない。はい、旦那様。
How rich you gotta be to have a jet in your backyard?
That's the scene from the next time. So Garma's
Yeah.
not dead when she's crying.
No, she goes to her bedroom and cries more there.
We
too,
just
I
didn't
think.
anticipate abuse, that's all.
Yeah, girl, get out of there, you know?
どうだ、木馬は出てきたか？いえ、まだです。
God, if only we had some sort of like, I don't know,
なぜ出てこない？
thermal scanners or something.
中も戦いのコツを飲み込んできているのさ。
こうなったら地上に降りて見つけ出すしかない。
まあ待て。そういうことなら私が自分の部下と降りてみる。
やってくれるか？
当たり前だろう。私は君の部下だ。
今はそうだが、もともと君はドズル兄さんの直属だ。私だって。
いつになく興奮しているようだが、女性のために功を焦るのは良くない。落ち着くんだ。
Char, have you been spying on me?
私がイセリナのために焦っているだと？バカな。私は冷静だ。
Well, it's also a matter of
シャア、
he has to get credit for this too.
Yeah.
Because of the sister
ガン
thing.
で仕留めてみせる。
わざわざのお見送りには恐縮するよ。今回はそのつもりだ。頼むよ、ガルマ。
頼んだぞ、シャア。
勝利の栄光を君に。
They haven't named anybody in a while.
That's okay. The Zaku pilots all die anyway, right?
まっすぐこちらへ来るみたい。
よし、アムロ、聞こえるか？ザクが来る。ガンダムをホワイトベースの外に出せ。
了解。
そしてさっきの君の戦術で行く。君がおとり
I
に
think
なっ
it's
て
very surprising his willingness to go out there all of a sudden.
ホワイトベースの前に来るようになんとかおびき出してくれないか、アムロ。そしてそこをホワイトベースで一気に叩く。
了解。
Maybe he's just trying to be
ホワイ
self-sacrificial.
トベースの前で待機だ。
I'm just hard to understand his motivations at this point. After he's gone through the whole sulking motion and then get clocked twice by Bright, and then psychologically tricked by Fra. Also, I hate that he has to do a sideways foot motion on the pedals.
Yeah, no, that's the worst.
"どうも味方の兵まで騙すというのは性に合わんな。さて木馬からモビルスーツが出たはずだが。
Oh, that's a flop of a landing.
見つかった。
Well, I thought the point was that you're supposed to be seen.
妙だ。
Because you're supposed to be drawing them away from White Base.
いる。敵は近い。
I guess he still has to actually fight and win, though, which is the bigger problem.
Well, thank God he's in the invincible mobile suit.
しまった。
The mobile suit's invincible, but he continues to not be.
I guess it would help if they didn't make his seatbelts out of rubber bands.
Yeah, man, you gotta tighten that up a little bit.
シャアだ。あれに当たるわけにはいかない。
This is some real haunted house music.
モビルスーツめやるようになった。
I think it's meant to just be unsettling.
Right. Cannon right through the living room.
I saw we saw that was able to cut through the shield before.
やるなモビルスーツめ。我々をおびき
We're
出す。
so far beyond naming them anymore.
木馬は後ろだな。
Good job, mobile suit.
Yeah.
なるほど、いい作戦だ。仇討ちをさせてもらう。
待っていた、シャア。
モビルスーツが逃げるぞ。その先に木馬がいるはずだ。追えるか？
追うさ。
He's just lying to Garma.
Well, he said he'll use it for his own revenge.
ビーム砲を開け。全機攻撃スタンバイ。
ブライト、敵の変態。
Doesn't that mean you have to nosedive at them?
後ろに戻れ
like the
追い
hit?
かける。
は、はい。
I guess they're angled down.
Gun タンク、ガンキャノン、ホワイトベースの各砲座、銃撃手は各々照準合わせ。10秒後に一斉射撃。10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。撃て！
Okay, so those were beam cannons too.
Nice little single frame.
Pointedly, if anyone had struck one of those Zaku's in the wrong spot, would have been a nuclear explosion and everyone would have been dead anyway.
後ろだと。も 木馬です。木馬が後ろから。上昇だ。上昇しろ。無理です。180度回答だ。
For honor.
木馬にぶつけてやる。
Garma going right for it. Love it.
Yeah, damn it all. Ramming speed.
ガルマ、聞こえていたら君の生まれの不幸を呪うがいい。
何？不幸だと。
そう、不幸だ。
シャア、お前は。
君はいい友人であったが、君の父上がいけないのだよ。
Oh, the gloves are off. He now knows.
測ったな。シャア。
Turn immature.
私とてザビ家の男だ。無駄死にはしない。
Here we go. Swelling heroic music for Garma.
本艦に向かってきます。なんだと。まさか特攻か。未来上昇だ。上昇しろ。緊急上昇だ。
Bring down the shields, man. The front shields on your thing.
Oh, he's gonna swerve at the last second thinking about her. No, he just explodes. The cockpit notably flew free of it.
And then exploded.
Yeah, okay, maybe he is gone.
There's Garma. Now remember they had blast shields on the front thing for like when they were descending through the atmosphere. It's like, why didn't you lower those?
突破作戦はうまくいった。これより脱出する。帰還しろ。アムロ、どうした？アムロ。
I feel like somebody really important just died.
There we go. Char's revenge begins, right?
I mean, that is very much a nail in the coffin of thinking that those two had any friendship between them. How cold he was there at the end.
Absolutely Char move right there.
イセリナ、ガルマは戦死したそうだ。
The one you love is gone. Your entire future out from your obviously controlling father is gone. This is the right moment to cry.
Yeah, the family has to be taking this the worst.
Oh, let's see how they take it. You know, now that we got a shot of their base in the daylight, it actually looks less evil.
Guys, let's see this. Yeah, kind of a weird opposite expectation.
It was like a very straightforward, single motion emotional response, which honestly I think fits Degwin from what we've seen so far.
Time to kill Garma's girlfriend too, I guess. Amuro, the death killed the Demon Slayer. Whatever. No, I just meant more so the normal reaction is have the character stand up and then fall backwards in like a reaction, but Dagwood, who's always sitting down, has to stand up.
Yeah. Oh no, I love it. All right, so crazy thought. Icelina has to confront Amuro and say, "You're the one that caused him to die," despite it all being Char's fault.
Well, no. What I would expect to happen is, remember, this is a war's bad story, and what's more pressing is the impersonality of war. So what should happen is that Amuro kills Icelina without ever knowing who's in the Gaw. That she goes out and then just gets fucking killed like everybody else does, without Amuro knowing or even understanding the depth of the tragedy that's occurring.
Gosh, yeah, no, that might even be a little bit worse there.
What's that? It's the impersonality. I think I'm saying the right word. The impersonality that there are no figures on the other side or important stories, right? Everybody dies in the same way, in which to say everyone dies. So it doesn't matter that you've got this raging love story or a burning revenge plot or revenge story. I mean, unless you're Char, of course, because all that matters is that Amuro is a killing machine in the Gundam, and the moment that you hit the battlefield, much like the retreating soldier we talked about last time, if you enter the battlefield with Amuro, your life is forfeit, unless Amuro has to get punched a couple of times to get in the mobile suit. So the only chance you have of saving your own life here is if Amuro decides he doesn't want to fight today.
That's why you gotta punch him while he's in the mobile suit. There you go, to get him to come to his senses.
No, that just gives you the rubber band effect when he's doing that move. And that doesn't really stop him either, because Char did it to him like 3 times when they first met.
Gosh, I can only imagine how many times he must have headbanged the console there, jeez.
It doesn't go that far.
It feels like it should.
No, because I think the console is some sort of sloped thing in front of him. Sorry, some sort of sloped thing in front of him. So he does like this, and he has plenty of room to whip around.
But I do like the slow evolution on the screen of like Char's attempts at Garma's life, where he's like slowly pushed him into danger, egged him on. Last time he tried sabotage, and this time he's just like outright, literally put him into the firing line personally just to see it happen.
I mean, I don't much like it because he's not showing the intelligence he's had the entire time. You remember, I think his name was Lino, right? World's Greatest Detective. When Lino was getting killed, Charles remained silent. He didn't say, like, this is why you have to die. He didn't give, like, a speech or anything. This time, Char just goes off the wall and gives a speech. And you don't know who's listening. What if somebody on White Base was just listening to broadcasts?
What if it didn't work and Garma lived, right?
Well, it doesn't matter so much about that. That would be a side concern if it looked like Garma could have lived. But he's giving the speech, and anybody can be listening over the radio. And what happens, like, down the road where, like, Char is like, all right, we finally got you, White Base. Either surrender or we will kill everybody. And someone's like, hey, listen to this recording I've got. And, you know, that's either shit that's going to get used against you by your enemies or your allies. There's no point in saying it. Why even say that? Garma is only going to know that you've turned on him for half of a second. What's the payoff?
His own personal satisfaction, I think, is the answer there. He has taken gleeful enjoyment in messing with Garma. It has been his personal project, like from the origin to every episode they've been in here to now to this. He's enjoyed his time with Garma because he is there to laugh at Garma.
Well, I think I said this last episode. Gloat at the gravesite. Not while people are alive.
It would be less dramatic of a show if he did that, though.
No, it wouldn't be. We'd still get it. We'd still get it, and the other side would have just as much time to respond as when they were alive and dying. Which is to say, Garma couldn't do anything to Char when Char is gloating. You know, the grave is going to do just as much to Char. And, you know, people talk to graves all the time. Just take that same belief that talking to the grave matters all the way to your gloating. Don't say shit till you've won.
This is the time where we're gonna have to pull up the Evo Overlord list once again.
I'm just saying
If
it
you want to
doesn't.
be an effective villain, you gotta not give it all away before it's actually over. You gotta Ozymandias this shit.
Well, I just mean it's both a bad move and it doesn't make much sense to the characterization of Char so far.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I figure Char's greatest personification, like the personality trait that shines through the most, is literally his smugness, right?
No, it's his ability to roll the punches.
Right, but like when I think about like Char, like in a scene talking with Pickle, he is a smug bastard, right?
Nope. Typically, he's underplaying himself to make other people look good so that he can get to the position he wants to be in.
And he's got like a cheeky smile underneath the whole time when he says like, "Oh no, I couldn't possibly do X or something," you know? It's part of his personality is what I'm saying. I don't think it's all off base for him to gloat.
I do think it is because he's never gloated. You're saying this thing he's doing for the first time ever really isn't that different from his normal personality, when I'm giving you an example of where he didn't gloat, where he did the exact same thing to Lino, and he didn't gloat.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and have to cover that at a future point then. I
It
think
very much
Zeta-
feels like you're saying smugness. I would say intelligence, and this was not a smart move.
I mean, look, I know where you're coming from, but at the same time, clearly he's just talking to Garma.
He's saying it on an open radio. Literally, there's people in the room with him. He doesn't know nobody's gonna bail out of this thing.
I'm gonna need to see his radio settings, Theta. We're gonna need to go into precisely how their communications work. Actually, no. There's mobile suits on the field. There's Minovsky particles everywhere. No one can hear shit.
Then how are they talking? And by the way, the Federation
Magic,
guys
I
are
don't know.
constantly saying we can't openly communicate because even our coded transmissions can be heard. Literally, last episode they said that. Our coded transmissions could be intercepted. There's literally no reason to gloat.
Even funnier, Sayla sitting in her chair doing her communication stuff. Over here's just Char going, it's like, that's right, I am secretly the heir of Xeon, and your family killed my family, so now I'm getting revenge. And Sayla just sitting there going, damn it, he's at it again.
Well, pointedly, she's not 100% sure on who Char is.
Right.
Secondly, Char didn't say that. And thirdly, Sayla can be fucking anywhere. She's both pilot, communications, the doctor. She is everyone. You don't know that she's going to be in communications because she could also pilot the gun tank, apparently.
Put Sayla in the mobile suit, alright? That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure it'll happen. She's literally everywhere. She and Hayato are literally training for every job. She was a doctor or a nurse before she got on the white base, and Hayato was good at judo.
Yeah. They're doing their best. They're definitely pulling the most weight around here.
I appreciate, I think, Hayato the most from our side characters. I mean, Kai a little bit, but he's a little shit, so I don't care. But Hayato...
yeah, and I love him for that. So.
Hayato is like... He's gotten less development than Kai, but he's still everywhere. He's just everywhere doing... I've got one mode, and that is Judo taught me X. And he pulls it for everything. Sayla doesn't even make any sense when she's like, I just know everything. Sayla's like, I was a doctor, so I'm going to pilot.
Either she's just hyper competent or like her new typeness shows through like just taking on every job and doing great at it.
The same way that Char is just good at everything.
Exactly. There we go. So I think that's where we're going to go ahead and end off today.
If only she was awesome. If only she was a better veterinarian.
Ah, if only. So, damn it. So that's where we're going to go ahead and end off today. This has been So Face Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin. That's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?